Always good. All right, good evening. Let's stand up and warm up. It's good to see you. We got much to do. Much to do. Stretch out. Roll your shoulders forward. Roll them back. Repeat after me. Woo! B flat major, please. Veil, 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 veil. And. Every note. Shake it. That's it. One more. Woo! Good. D major again, please. D major. One more. Beautiful. D major again, please. D major again. Yeah. We. Light. Bouncy. Ha. One more. B flat major again, please. I love to sing. 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 One more. Could everyone just sing? Kyrie. Beautiful. Take a seat, please. And take out the handle. Wait, don't take a seat yet. Actually, you sort of could take a seat. What I would love is basses and tenors. Can we not be all the way back? So can you get a little closer to the altos? Basses come maybe a few or so closer to the sopranos. They don't bite. Just so we're a little more good. While you're doing that, get the handle out. All right, I'm going to get a music seat. listen up. Much to accomplish tonight, lots of fun to be had. So, we're going to start, we're going to go in program order. I know I talked a little bit about a middle piece. We're going to abandon the idea because a lot has happened. And we got plenty of program. This will be just fine. So, coronation, Zadok the priest is first. So we'll start there. So here's what I want to do tonight, gang. I want us to run things at the highest caliber and level we can sing them. Fully, no stops. And in the Mozart, we'll do that movement by movement. And then I want to work on them a bit, and then I want to get through everything tonight. Next week, we'll do a little work here, but we're going to explore what it is to sit up here, okay, or stand up here. So we'll have that experience, because next week is our last rehearsal in this space, and we'll talk about logistics for the concerts at the end. But that's just sort of a little piece to know what's coming down the pike. You're super prepared. You're super ready. I'm absolutely ecstatic for these concerts. I think they're just going to absolutely knock it out of the park. And as those of you who sang with us for a while know, I can barely get through one concert season without thinking about next year. And so it's always your inspiring work makes me incredibly ambitious for you. And so it's scary and exciting. So we'll see. All right. Let's sit tall and let's run Zadok the priest, please. Terry, can you just give us 3 before we come in? All right, this is 3. Now, I think 20. 20. Measure 20. So, gang, a quick note, and we probably won't rehearse it this way until we get the orchestra in front of us. There's a long prelude here before you sing. Now, you might be able to follow along and nail your entrance. But I do think at a certain point you might just want to look up. And I will do my best. To follow along. All right, here we go. 3 before you come in. This is the first sound they're going to hear. Breathe. Yeah, that is awesome. Wow, you all came right out of the gate. Unbelievable. There's so much good. Just unbelievable. Basses, you're rock stars. Really. All of those runs and so triumphantly is just so exciting to hear. I don't know how it feels. Sounds great. All right. I love the first two sections. I don't have much to say, but let's go back anyway. So everyone, page 6. This rejoice section is ecstatic. It's just amazing. Your cutoffs are crisp. It's totally in style. Unbelievable. Your opening, by the way, is so glorious. I just don't want to kill your voices tonight. But that final rejoiced and said, people, you just got to have your head up. You've got to have it memorized. Rejoiced. And there's just always one voice. And again, you just got to clear the air. We can't have hangovers or people coming in early. We just can't have it. So can we have, right on the edge of page 6. Right on the edge of page 6, everybody. Bum, 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 bum. Here we go. And 1 and 2. And all the people rejoice. Eyes up. Yeah, and then people will just that you don't get how absolutely beautiful and impressive that is. That is just like that is tingles on your arm good when it's that uniform. All right, then going on. So I love the tempo we get into here, but it always scares me a little bit. So the Handel doesn't help us a lot. Tempo ordinario. What does that mean, Handel? I wasn't there. All right, Handel, what was ordinary in 1727 or whatever it's written? So for this moment, though, so here's the thing I'm worried about. We start well. Bum, bum, ba bum, pakatika takati, bum, ba bum, takatika takata, dun, da dun. May the king live forever. Ba bum. We can't get dramatic. We can't get schmaltzy on that alto line. It's exciting. Altos, you sing it well, but we can't get, and part of that is not just the altos, sopranos, tenors, basses with me. Especially, remember that you've been working on this music for 3.5 months. The orchestras, they've had their parts for a while, but they're doing it with me for the first time. So you're teaching them, right? So again, we're teaching them right from the start, that they're going to be on time. So can we just sing right on the edge of page 7, please? It will go on. God save the king. 1, 2, 3. God save the king. Up. God save the king. Up. God save the king. Now it's way down. 2, 3. That's it. Smile. Yes! Keep going. Sopranos. Yes! Eyes up. Here we go. Me. Keep building, keep building. Keep going, don't slow down. Yeah, people, you feel it too, right? You just sort of start to just cook. That's what I love about Baroque music. If you sing it, if you start to get into the groove, it just sings itself. And you're like, why was this ever hard, right? But it was. All right, Coronation Mass. Let's move right on. And Anne, you can come down. We'll start with yes. No. Just big chords, big chords. All right. All right, so folks, here's the goal for tonight. So our soloists are going to stand in various formations over here during this, just so that we get used to. And again, you're not going to see them during the concert because they'll be facing out. But tonight will be a sort of an angle so that you can hear, they can hear, that there's a nice back and forth. But here's the thing. This is not a listen to the pretty soloist rehearsal. So here's what happens. Every time you bring the soloist in for the first time, you're standing there like a great choir, and you start listening and singing. You go, oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, she's singing that really well. Oh, it's my time to sing, right? And so part of the reason, let's not have to rehearse every single transition because we're distracted, okay? And so that's my one ask of you tonight, is we will have to work some transitions because there are some big tempo. I mean, right here in the Kyrie is one that, we just have to make sure that we as a unit are all secure so that when I'm trying to lead the orchestra through it, they're also secure in it. So again, you are leading, all right? So again, don't get distracted because again, most of the time it goes soloist, right back to choir. We know at the end of this Kyrie movement, for example, right? You're going to hear her finish. It's going to be beautiful, but you are staring at me. You don't care about this at all because I'm going, Kyrie, right? All right, let's do it. Beginning. Bravo. Oh, could we have an applause to Anne for singing that beautiful? That was just gorgeous. Really beautiful. All right. Before we move on, that was really fantastic. Do you see how that works, though? You just have to be staring bolts at me, and then we can have the clearest entrance. I do want to talk about the opening is stunning. I mean, the opening is really nice. The thing is, gang, at 14, I'm having to work too hard at sort of 23 to about 26. There's a crescendo there. We've rehearsed that, right? It starts forte, and then we stretch through those long dotted quarter notes, right? Again, I have to watch myself here. I can't get too expressive with you all, or the orchestra will be like, he's a psycho choral conductor, right? So I need you to do it. So can we start right again at 14? And it's really just stretching, and then you do a nice decrescendo at 26. But 24, 25 needs to be has more profundity, more oomph. It's just it's not dramatic enough right now. It's beautiful, but it's not dramatic enough. All right, right on 21. Sorry, 21. Measure 21, starting right when they come back. Right on. 3 and 4 and. Here we go. Go. I have to stay beating. Now give it. Now come back. Yeah. People, that is it. It just totally pops. All right, Gloria soloist, come down, please. All right. This is the one that in particular, you cannot listen to the soloist. All right, because it is back and forth the entire time. All right. So again, you need to just have your head on a swivel. All right. Gloria. Bum, bum, dum, bum, bum, bum. Here we go. 1, 2. Gloria. You're excited by this. Gloria. Yes, that's better. Excited but in time. Gloria, Gloria, Gloria. Remember, not slow. Eyes up. Eyes up. Bravo. Here, big time, go! Wow, yay, soloist, bravo again, really great work. Soloist, you can sit, that was awesome, thank you. Woo! Cooking with gas. All right, people, you're on fire tonight. Couple things to my ear, but I don't have a lot to say on this movement. I want to get to the credo, because I think there's probably things to be done there. 83, measure 83, that's random. Try to find measure 83. Thank you. Sopranos, there was some bitonality going on there, which I found very exciting, very intriguing, but not in this performance. So, can we just make sure that is a half step from a C to a C sharp, then another half step from C sharp to D? Can we all sing pick up to 79? Quitolis. Let's just try it again. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3. That's it. Very good. Just circle that with a little heart from me to you. All right. Credo. Let's spend some time here. Credo soloists, if you wouldn't mind getting up front, that'd be very helpful. The credo solos are quite different. All right. Here's my plea to you for the credo. My plea is in your brain. I don't know how each of you perceive of your psyche. The way I perceive of my psyche is there's like little switches, right? There's little lines in there. And there's things I prioritize, right? And so every time, even when I'm conducting with you all tonight, anytime I do anything musical, I'm prioritizing. I'm thinking about what is the thing I'm trying to get across in this moment, at this rehearsal, all this stuff. My priority for you in this movement is rhythm and text. if a C is actually like a B, if a C is actually like a B-ish instead of a C, I'm okay with that, as long as it's on time, because I think the pitches will fall in. But we have to prioritize rhythm and text in this movement. So again, as you're reading this and you're still learning this and you're working your way through it, I want you to prioritize the rhythm. All right, let's do it. Nice. That's exciting. Eyes up. Eyes up. Eyes up. Robbie, everybody, soloist again. Wow, stay there. I want to do two things. So, stay there, soloist, stay. I want to do two things. Actually, Eddie, I just need to hear the second solo. So if you're in Justin Eckhart, that's beautiful. That was awesome. Y'all, wow. What did you take before rehearsal? I need a prescription. All right. No, right. I mean, and in all seriousness, this always happens, right? It's like the great miracle of choir. It seriously is. It's like this. I don't know what you did in that week off, but you just came in tonight and you're just on fire. You're cooking. You're paying attention to details. You're rolling. It's so impressive. I mean, I think you start to get why I'm excited. You feel it. It's just unbelievable when we attack. Now, that might be one or two clicks faster than we end up going. But it's a good test. So before I want to work on one transition so our soloists can sit down, and then we'll work on a couple other just choral transitions. But this being the hardest movement, you just knocked it out of the park just now. Okay, I would like to start at. Beat 3 of 104, soloists. Qui cum pace. Yeah. And then choir, I'm going back because I want you to put your eyeballs right now on 114. This is the ultimate moment where you cannot be listening to the soloist. So actually, everyone look at 113 real quick. The soloists are just going to speak their part, and you all are going to speak your entrance. Does that make sense? Just speaking, no text, just text. Soloists, right on est. 1, 2, 3, 4. S. Sorry, we're at 113. 113. Es per profeta. Just speaking a rhythm for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Es. Yeah. So again, when they say toss, you are taking an eighth note breath and you are going. All right, now that we all know where we are. Sorry, I sprung that on you. 113. 113. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Yeah, go. Oh. Sorry, altos. I was about to get mad at the altos, and I realized they don't come in. It's like, why aren't the altos going? Oh, it's safe. Yep. All right, can we now sing that? So soloists, you'll start at beat 3 of 104. At choir, you know where we are? Here we go. Yeah, right at qui cum. Let's get into it a bit. 104, beat 3. And 1 and 2. Qui. 1, 2, eyes up, and go. Hey, hammer, hammer, alto. Let me come into eyes up. Dust it up. Marvelous. Soldiers, you may sit. A couple more places in the credo, everybody, while we're rehearsing. Really, 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 really good. Working our way backwards. First off, the way you sang, first off, the Et Incarnatus Est solos, that is so stunningly beautiful. That's a remarkable combination of voices. Thank you. And it set us up perfectly for the Crucifixus. So everybody, there's a lot of rumbling that happens in the bass before there, but just keep your eyes up and I'll give you a good crew at 65. But what I want, the transition I'm more concerned with is back to the odd tempo. So it's 71. Everyone look at 71 real quick. Est, se, pu, tus, est, et resurrexit. And again, it might take the orchestra and me a minute to get the motor going, but you need to just have the tempo in you, and you just got to be up with me. And so that we just connect, so that by at least measure 72 and 73, we're cooking. It's a tricky transition spot. It's an exciting one. But again, we just have to have our head on a swivel. So can we just start at Crucifixus again? This is measure 65. 65. I'll give you one. Boom. Crucifix. 3 and 4 and. Eyes up. Bravo, bravo. Very, very good, very good, very good, very good. That was awesome, everybody. All right, let's go back just one more section. Okay, good. Measure 36, everybody, 36. All right. I just want to roadmap this with you real, because I think part of the thing is just awareness. And then just under rehearsal, because I think this is one of those middle sections that we work the beginning, we work the end, and we just sort of gets lost. So look at 36. Genitum non factum, very similar. Then we get into this tricky text, right? Perquem omnia, that sort of throws us a bit. Then we sort of all come back together at 43, if you're following along. Then this gets very wordy, and we start to fall off a cliff. But then we get to Descendit de Celis, and then we're golden. So I wonder can we all speak at 36 once? Can you just speak the rhythm once? Just to get that text more into your mouth, but remove the pitches for a second. All right, 36. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and while we're being picky, because again, you're great, and we want to make this even greater, that's, really just make that especially pronounced, not sloppy. Genitum non fac. 1, 2, 3, and. Genitum non factum, non factum, Yeah, and then you're home free. All right, can we try singing that? Let's try singing that now. 36. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Good, then. All right, way better. I will say tenors, I think at 44, you just got to get off the soon faster. And I know you're like, how much sooner can I get off of it? And you might not be able to breathe. Actually, let's do that, tenors. Let's make that a thing now. Just don't breathe before qui. In the breath, you lose time. Do a catch breath later in that phrase. But so at 43 tenors, just so we could just get it in there in time. Otherwise, it's going to be late, and then it sets us all. It just sets us all off. So again, just tenors, don't breathe there, flow through. But the other thing is sopranos. Everybody, look at measure 50. So sopranos, you just have to pop in sooner. You release lease, and you want to take a smoke break, but you got to jump. You got to jump back in. You got to start that next phrase. Let's sing this one more time. I'm glad it's so exciting we get to work on the little things. 36. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Yes. Here you go, soprano. Sopranos! It's just 3 notes. No composing, please. Oh, come on. Let's do 50. Come on. We can't end on that. 50. We can't end this mood on that. 50. Right on sopranos. Here we go. Sopranos. Oh, 1 and 2. Basses go. Sopranos, sing 56. Sing 56. 56 sopranos. Sing it for me. 56. Measure 56. 3 and 4. Now with everyone else, 56, 56. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good, and one more time at 50. One more time at 50. Sopranos. And everybody's in the pool. Everyone's in the pool. 50. 1 and. Yeah, mark that in blood, sopranos, because again, you're being you're actually for once in this piece being doubled a bit in the orchestra, and so again, if you sing a note that's clashed against that, it will be super noticeable, and you sound so good. I don't want that to get in the way. All right, sanctus, please, sanctus. Moving right along. Benedictus, you can stay where you are for now. Sounds like I'm holding them back. All right. So again, the sanctus, similar to the Kyrie and the Et Incarnatus et Crucifixus section, is one where I really have to rely on you to carry the music. So I can't remind you of how this is supposed to feel. I can a little bit, but I really have to be steady, which is not my natural state. And I can't do it. But again, so it's so important, gang, that you bring the music in this. So what did we work on? Stretchy, right? We worked on crafting that ah vowel, so it had a ton of resonance. It was just melt paint off a wall, beautiful and shiny vowel, right? Like a golden vowel there. We made sure that all of our little, our eighth notes are in line, but also our little notes are taut, right? That we know that we just are really paying attention to this, right? Because it's slow, it's grand, it's all those things. So again, I'm going to try to get out of the way, but I need you to do the music here especially. All right, here we go. Nice job. So good. You knocked it out of the park. The notes are there. We got to work on just a couple things. So can we go back to the beginning? Can everyone sing the first chord? Give us the first chord, please. I want everyone to sing it. Sing C and just hold it. C. Ready? 2, 3, and. Good. Can it just be shinier? Again, 2. Good. Now say like you're Canadian. Say 3, and. Yeah, alto's perfect. Tenors, you got there just a little late. One more time. Say 2 and 3 and. Now saw with a beautiful drop vowel, but it has the resonance in the ring of what you just sang. 3 and. Yeah. No, it's perfect. Do it one time. 2, 3, and. That's so good. Now listen. The beautiful thing here is, again, that memory is the sound you need to make. I don't care if now you got trumpets playing here, so there will be loud playing. So there's no doubt there will be something loud going on. But again, that's the sound we need. All right, one more time, right from the beginning. Again, please. I'll give you 2, 3. Get the rhythm together. Great. That's just so much better. Can we sing 13 and get the rhythm together? Gloria. Bum, bum. Some people just going early. 13 right on it, and then we'll go on. 3 and. One more time. One thing I want you all to remember as we get to put this orchestra, you are your own entity. There is not a lot doubling you. We're not going to have the trombones playing with us. So you don't have to have them. It's really, you're your own part. There's not a lot of doubling going on here. And so you're your own unit, right? And so you guys just have to keep thinking that way. 13. Great job, though. You sound fabulous. 13. One more time, and we'll go on. 3 and. You're with me. You're with me? Marvelous. Benedictus, you can come up. As the Benedictus is coming up, one thing, again, I was going to bring up to you all is as you're thinking around getting this together with orchestra and with these players, choirs and orchestra work differently in different ways. Choirs always really benefit. Now, I actually think they're more similar than they are different, but there are some things on the side. And so one of the things I want you to think about is my goal when we're on that Friday night rehearsal together, my goal is that we are playing with that. They never stop playing. Because the thing with strings, and especially these, they're going to get better as they play with us, right? So they're pros, right? They're paid, they're professionals, but they're going to get better and play better together the more we play. Your role in that night, I swear to you, is to lead them in what we've rehearsed, in our musical ideas and the things you're doing. So there tends to be this thing, I think, sometimes, especially if you've not done this a lot, that you get with a group of players and you get a little timid. You're like a little intimidated weirdly. They're just people too. They're not, they're creatures of God like all of us. And so there's nothing special there. So you actually have to be bold. You have to be confident in what you know how to do, what we know how to do. And it's that togetherness that's actually going to make this. So I think especially in movements like this, right? If you're listening for the orchestra, right? Who's just worried about, especially the violins, right? Right? If you're waiting on them to sing your entrance, we're going to collapse. We just will collapse. And so again, be with me, be your own unit. Super important. All right, Benedictus. You sit for a while here. You just don't say anything for a while. Be polite, all right? What? Perfect. Bravo, Benediction. That's really awesome. Take a seat. Awesome. Really, really good. All right, on you stay. No pressure. Why don't you do it right now? Oh, did you learn it? No, I'm not talking to you. You keep coming. You keep going. Actually, yes. So why don't you both come down? I like this idea. That's a fun idea. All right, on you stay. And Mia, you can just stay right where you are. And actually, Mike, why don't you guys stay back at the base and you can sort of walk down in a little bit. And so you can sort of sit over here. All right. So beautiful solo coming up. And then, yeah, go up, go down, step away. All right. All right. We have not done this whole Shana together. All the little parts on their own will be just fine. I think the transitions might be messy, so just prepare yourself. All right. One. Terry, just with her. One there. E, starting the low C. E, 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 E. And then big breath, and oh yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good.
So you're taking a pause.
All of those little dramatic moments, yes. Yep, just a breath, and we'll go. Right on, beautiful. 25, round 25. 2 and 25. Right on the unused day coming back. 2 and. Bravo. Dona nobis pacem. Go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and go. No, and don't. Oh, yeah. Just came in. Yeah. I'll cue you. You just came in a smidge early, Mia. Just, yeah. So start at very good. Let's start at 97, 98. Very good job. 98. Everyone there? Here we go. 3 and 4 and. and go. Bravo to our soloists, first and foremost. That is just beautiful. Oh my gosh. Still, you still play some me. We're going to work that transition. That was wonderful. All right, awesome. So like I said, 2 big transitions. Let's do one thing, and what I want to do is rehearse a bit. We'll do some announcements, Sharon, and then we'll end by singing this ending, because this is where we spent the least time. First, I just want to say, people, this is going to be amazing. I'll talk more about that. All right, this is for everybody in the room, because we've really not really rehearsed this. So I'm looking at measure 80. I want everyone to go to 80 with me. This is 3 measures before the choir comes in. Okay. So we're still in that sort of lilty, relaxed tempo. Measure 80. Oh, sorry. It's identical. I would like us to go to, thank you, 68. All right. So, just a few measures before the choir comes in, right? The soloists are still going. Then, measure 70. Pa cham pam pa pam pa pam pa pam ba ba pam. So we have sort of 2 beats to set a new tempo. So pa pam pam pa pam pa pam pa ti da da di pam 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 pam. And again, it's not fast, but it's definitely faster than we were, and it's like a march. Ba di ga di pam pam pam. It can't be slow. So I wonder if we could. Oh, that's such a bad place for you to start. So soloists, let's start at 65.
So the new tempo was beat 3.
Yeah, beat 3. So right on the last note. Yeah. Yeah. Yum bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba da dee dum ba da dee. So forget about their last chim. That just gets buried by the orchestra. No offense, soloists. But I guess the orchestra should just bury you there. All right. 65, soloists. 3, 4. One, two, yum, bum, ba, bum, and. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, go. Don't slow down. And it's the end of the piece. It's exciting. Da dee da. Celebration. Da. Boom. 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 Go. 1. Ba. Ba 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 ba. And. Go. 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 All right, good. Take a breath. Sharon's going to come forward. All right. So, everyone put your listening caps on. Right? Even before I say anything? Yes, Jen. When we get back. We're not there right now. All right, so I'll get it right before we run it. Okay. And maybe all surrounders can study it while I talk, and it will be perfect. Anyway, real quick. So first off, congratulations. I mean, just this is absolutely in striking distance. It is really good, and I want you to be crazy proud of that because it has been an absolutely crazy semester for like 1,000 reasons. I feel like we haven't had a normal one in a while. I'm waiting for whatever normal is, or it may not even exist. But I just want to say thank you. This is remarkable work. It's some of the finest work you've done since I've been here. It's some of the finest, major work you've done since I've been here. And so I just want to thank you for that. It's really exceptional. And so it's a lot of work. It's a lot of stuff to do. So I just want to thank you for that. And now details. So we are going to miss things if we go ham through the list. But we do want to hit a couple points, timings and dates. So again, next Sunday, regular rehearsal, 6 to 7:30 here. Do come as timely as possible because we will try to get ourselves up here and do a bit of a dry run. Part of that is and again, you know how much music there is. It's about 45-ish minutes. Know you're standing, but we can get anyone that needs a chair gets a chair. Okay, there's no shame in that at all. We want everyone to be safe. And so again, please let your section leader know tonight or this week if you're going to need a chair, because if you do, we just want to make sure we have that accounted for. We're in a new space. That brings me to part 2. So first off, I just want to say the reason we're going to Church of the Nazarene is because we're constantly searching for new spaces. We totally have outgrown St. Andrews. We outgrew St. Andrews like the last 3 concerts we did there out in Purcellville. And so the Church of the Nazarene came to our concert this winter, and we're so blown away that they said, oh my gosh, can you come please do a concert at our church? And we're like, well, we'll look into it. They're like, you could do it for free. And we're like, oh, okay, what? Okay. And then they're like, wait, and we'll really promote it within our congregation. And they have been awesome to work with. And so they really want to get people in there. Now, the reason they want to get people in there, it's sort of a weird place to get to. So I'm going to kick it to Sharon in a second. Before there's 1,000 questions about how to get there and tips of the trade, that's why we have a Facebook group. That's why you all talk to each other afterwards. So please, if you got special tips, give them to folks. We'll organize rides for those who need them. We would do that for any situation. This parking lot is available as sort of a home base to us. But real quick, again, close to here, but just a little weird. So Sharon, real quick, Sharon's going to verbally say it. But this is also in writing in your email. And so I know that we have multiple types of learners here. So Sharon is going to provide the verbal piece of this. We might even find a map. That will do the visual people. So Sharon, real quick, tell us. Everyone listen closely.
Okay, so the Church of the Nazarene, if you are headed west from Leesburg toward Purcellville, just as soon as you've left Leesburg, there's a beautiful green lawn and a church on your left. That's where we're going. But as you can tell, 7 is a big road and it's hard to get there. So we are setting up some carpooling if people want to go from here. But if you are coming from the west, you're good, right? It's a right turn in, you're good. If you're coming from the east, though, if you're coming from Leesburg or east, a couple of options. If you're going west on 7, you have probably noticed that there is a left turn lane that starts early and then it disappears. There's this very large protected concrete barrier, so you cannot jump over at the last minute. You can get into that left lane, and then you can make a left directly onto the road to the church. If you miss it, no problem. There's one other left option to turn, or you go all the way to Route 9, you go through the traffic circles, or you go to 2 or 3 of them to get you back, 2 of them, thank you, to get you back on 7 East. You only wasted 4 minutes and a whole lot of, you saved yourself a lot of heartache because you missed that weird left turn. left turning lane. So go through the 2 traffic circles, come back on 7 east, back to Leesburg, from the Route 9 interchange, and then you'll be able to make a right just in there.
And I'll say,
just allow yourself a little time. It's not dark at 6:45 when you're going there on Friday, so you'll have some daylight to help you find it, and then you'll be all more prepared.
and again, I'll just say too that we have my GPS. I did it today. Again, they give you all the little options, so you can just take that little look. So again, we're really excited. They're excited to have us. It's nice to feel wanted, and so that's a very exciting thing. So we're happy to be able to present a content. See how it goes. We're not bought into there, but of course, we're always looking for extra homes to do content. So I just want to explain that. So that's at 7 p.m. That's really in place at 7 p.m. So if you could be there a few early, again, the main goal is you're there. I know traffic's nuts. I know people work. I do too. I'll be coming back from a trip with 7th graders in Philadelphia that day. Yeah, I know. That's its whole other story. But that's its whole other thing. But we're all coming from somewhere. So again, the most important thing is that you're there safely. But if you can get there a few early, that's going to help us. I'll probably be working with the orchestra when you get there. So again, just enter as sort of quietly and thoughtfully as you can so I can get them through things before you all get there. Then we're going to run the concert. We'll polish things up. After that, again, as soon as we're done, we're done. As long as we feel safe, we're ready to go for the concert. Then we'll do some board election stuff. And that's where I want to do a plug. Again, this is all in your email. And again, I want to be mindful of time, and I want to end with singing, of course. But I just want to say, plug to be on the board. It's a really fun board to be on. It is not time consuming. If you've been on boards before that you feel have sucked the life out of you and your soul, I don't think this is one of those. I've been on some of those. This is not one of those. So again, you don't even have to have any experience. You just have to have interest. And so all those positions are outlined. Jen, Swain in the back will be your person. Even if you just want to talk to her about the position, she's happy to talk to you about what they entail. That's all outlined. So I just want to give a plug for that. So that's that. Then our concert Saturday is back at Church of the Nazarene. That concert's at 7 p.m. Call for that will be in the 536 region. It will depend on aim for 5:30. If we feel really good Friday night, it might be later, but again, plan on 5:30. And then 4 p.m. Sunday is here. Call 2:30ish. What we say, and there will be some reception stuff as well, which
We'd like the reception folks about 1:30
Yeah.
here, between 1:30 and 1:45. We do not have to set up tables and chairs.
Woo!
You're paying the custodial staff to do that. So it was great. Sue's great idea. So no tables and chairs, just all beautiful decorations and some food. We're going to do kind of light appetizers and desserts, kind of a hybrid between Lift Every Voice and December concert reception. If you would like to donate a few bucks off there rather than bring in something, as always, you can just save me money and it all works, or Sue, money, and it all works out.
Yeah. So again, not a ton of time for questions, but but I just wanted to give those announcements. So you read your email, it's all there. Sharon does such a So again, thank you, and then we're here afterwards for questions. So thank you all so much. All right, let's take out the donut. Yeah.
Saturday evening, can I get a raise of hands of who might be interested in Jessica's thing? She's one more guy this. Saturday evening, post concert.
If you've already messaged me, don't raise your hand. I'm trying to get decent numbers, but I can't really call and send
Yeah.
until I have this half idea. So if you're interested in
So good.
it will be on Saturday night after the concert. And I'm not sure yet where we're going.
How about this? Wait. I don't think this will work super well. So how about this? We'll do like a Facebook group poll or something like that. I'll come up with it. All right, that sound good? All right, thank you guys. All right, take out Don't Know Me's Pacem, please. Right where we just left off. And we'll start again at 65. Let's run this to the end, a big finale ending. Again, I just want to say thank you. You know, a quick thing about this piece with me is this is the first conducting lesson I ever had was this piece. And I've never done the whole thing. And so I texted my teacher, who I'm still really close with from undergrad, and I said, I'm finally doing it. And he goes, have you figured out how to conduct the beginning yet? And I was like, probably not. But he, amazing support. So I just want to thank you. Again, I wanted to do this piece because it fits well with our coronation world and all this. It's a fun program to do. But it's special to me in that way. Let's stand if you're able, and let's do this ending, shall we? Let's just end big and going into the weekend. What a killer rehearsal, everybody. You're in amazing shape. All right, right on 65, soloists. Here we go. 3 and 4. Oh, no. boom, and 4, and go! Don't slow down, and not slow. Beep, bum. Here we go, big. Do, and go, do, no. Big ending, go. Go. Have a great week. See you all. Bye. Very good. See you next week. Very good.